My traction control for my Desert Racer is having problems. So without traction control, it's perfectly fine. It just drives, obviously, without traction control. And on this kind of dusty sand, it's not the best without traction control, obviously. But when I turn it on, it's some pretty weird stuff. So I turn it on, right? And it is on. I'm just going to turn it on 100% for the sake of right now. And as you can see, right now it's not even working. But when I drive, there you go. Now it's working, but watch what happens. It veers one way or veers the other way, and you can watch. I'm not touching the steering. It's just veering around like the traction control is having problems. I think it's not bringing the wheels back to the center. It looks like it's just steering one way and keep going that way. So watch, I turn, traction control's on, I'm not steering at all. And before, after a huge crash I had, it would just take off perfectly straight. But now, it hooks. And there's nothing really wrong with the steering either. The servo is actually fine. But whenever I turn traction control on, it just veers to one direction and keeps going to that direction. It's kind of squiggling around. And that is not because I have full traction control either. I was driving it before a big crash with full traction control and it was fine. Obviously it had wobble at high speeds, but it's really just acting weird with the whole TSM thing. I think it might be a glitch in the system, so I kind of have to drive it without traction control. But if any of you guys know what's wrong with it, if I can somehow reprogram, I know you can calibrate all the three ESCs by just holding it down, and then you get the one red flash and you tap this then back. But I've tried it with this thing and you can't seem to do it. It just, when you hold the on button for a while, it just turns the voltage off. Not what I want. So if any of you guys do know, please leave it in the comments so I can read it. And yeah, thanks. Hopefully I can fix this thing.